Hello everyone, welcome to the video. In today's video, we'll see how we can use the UiPath Generative Classifier. As you know, earlier when we had to do a project for document understanding, so we have to collect all the document variations from the customer, and then we have to create a model. We have to train it with the available documents. We have to label the documents, and then we have to train it. We have to create pipelines and all. After that, we have to deploy the model. Then only we can use it in our workflows. And then we have to create taxonomy. We have to upload taxonomy. We have to classify document using a classifier. We also have to train the classifier. Then we have to use some extractor to extract the data. So it was a lengthy process and very time consuming. Now we have the generative classifier and generative extractor. So with the help of them, there's no taxonomy creation and training is required. We can use them directly. So let's see in this video how we can use the UiPath generative classifier. Okay, so I have opened a blank workflow here. First thing you have to do is you have to install a package. So let me show you the package version. So you have to install this UiPath.documentunderstanding.activities package and just try to install the latest version available. Okay, so once you install the package from this activity pane, you can just go down and you have document understanding over here. You can click it. Okay, and here we have our classify document activity and also extract document data. These both are generative classifier and extractor. So let's go through this classifier in this video. Okay, so uh, first we need some documents. So I have downloaded some sample documents from net that I'll show you. I have a sample passport, a sample receipt, and a sample invoice. Okay, so let's do one thing. First, create an activity here for user so that he can choose document. Okay, so uh, first take the browse for file activity. Okay, and user will select a file and will store the path in this input file variable. So you can press Ctrl K and give the variable name, press enter. So your variable will be created. You can see it here in the variable pane. Okay, I have some pre-existing variable here. Let me delete all this first so that we do not get confused. Let's create this variable again. Press Ctrl K and give it the name. Press enter. So this variable is created in a string. It will store the file path. Okay. Then let's use this classify document activity, which is our generative classifier. I'm just dragging it and dropping it here. Okay. So the first field we have is it is asking you for a project. So these are the projects available in your application. Here no need to create a project, you can just select predefined here. Okay, then it is asking for classifier, which classifier you want to use. So from the drop down, just select the generative classifier here. Okay, next thing it is asking is prompt. Okay, so as you know that uh, generative things work on prompt. We have to give some prompt, based on that they do their analysis and they work. So let's open it. Okay, here we are getting two fields. One is document type and a generative prompt. So you can get some idea from this description that in the document type we have to select a document, and in here in generative prompt we have to give some description about the document type so that our generative classifier can identify that particular document, because we might have multiple kind of documents. So so as we have three sample documents, so let's go with the passport first. passport. Okay, now I have to give some description about the passport, what is the passport and all. So let's take the help of ChatGPT. Okay, so just go to the Google and type ChatGPT, open the website, click on this try GPT. Now let's ask it short description about passport. Okay, let's see what it says. Mhm. So let's copy it and go back to our generative prompt field. In double quotes we have to paste it, okay, because it will take on only string variable. All you can do is you can click here and let me delete it. You can put double quotes here and you can paste your description, save it. Okay, then we have to add two more documents. So click on add entry, then click on invoice, sorry, type invoice, and we have one more document, that is receipt. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT what is the invoice and what is the receipt. So short description of an invoice. Okay, we have a description. Let's copy it. Let's copy up to here a document. Okay, so I'm just trying to edit the description, just making it a capital, save it. Similar way, uh, let me copy it. What is left? The receipt, right? So let me type receipt here. Receipt. Okay, let's copy it and just paste the description over here. Okay, it's done. We can save it. Okay, now the last thing is input. So here we have to give the file path. Now one dependency is it will take file path only in I resource variable type. Okay, but here, as you know, we are getting the file path as a string, so we have to convert it as I resource. So for that, let's use activity, that is path exist. Okay, so just select this activity here. So you can see in the properties it will gives us a reference in the form of I local resource that we can use in the classify document activity. Okay, so this is the string input file. Let's give it here, input file. Okay, and in this particular reference field, just tap Ctrl K and create a variable. Let's call it file path. Okay, press enter. This file path will be using as our classify document input. So you can see here the file path variable type is iLocal resource. So let's come down and here just give the file path variable. That's it. So our classify document will classify the document. Now we want to print the value in which document it has classified. So let's use a write line here. Also, you have to also take the output of this classified document activity. So let's create a variable for that in the properties pane. Tap Ctrl K, and we can say classification results. Let's call it classification result. Press enter. Okay. Now let's see what is the document type in our classification results. So take that classification result first. Okay. Dot. We have document type. Okay. Select this document type and then select the name of it. Name. So this way we'll get the document type name. Okay. So that's it. Let's run this workflow and see whether it is able to classify document to its respective type. Okay, so I'm pressing run from here. First thing it will do is it will ask me the file path. So it is compiling. Let's give it some time to get compiled. And please subscribe my channel to give me motivation to make more videos. Thanks in advance. So it is getting compiled. Okay, so you see it is running. Now it is asking me a file path, uh, which document I have to classify, right? So we'll go to folder where we have the sample documents. So let's take this sample passport first and press open so that the generative classifier can process it. Okay, we can see the output in the output pane. So it is running and it is trying to classify the document. So we can see it has classified the document as passport, which is correct. Okay, now let's try with some other document. Let's try with a sample invoice, whether it is able to identify it as invoice. Let's open the output. So it is trying to classify the document. So see, we have not done any training uh, for the model. It is directly identifying the documents. Okay, this was for the invoice. Now let's try the receipt as well. Select receipt, click open. Let's open the output pane. So you see, it saves a lot of time for the developer. We do not need to train the model anymore. And as I told you, no taxonomy, no training at all. Directly we can use these activities. So you see, it has classified it correctly as a receipt. Okay. So with this we can do wonders. Generative AI is helping us a lot. So that's all for this video. In the next video, we will go through the extract document data, where we will be using the generative extractor to extract the various fields from the various documents. So thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe my channel to get me motivated. Thank you.